Everything on the earth is interconnected. Muck, stem, tana, tamoch, o s'th'eqw'un. Muck, stem, tana, tamoch, o s'th'eqw'un. Let's do that one again. Siiye'yu, siiye'yu xⵡməthkվəy, siiye'yu xwəlmoch, o Hwlhits'um. Siiye'yu.
Here at Brunswick Point, we're looking out to the tidal estuary where the Fraser River's fresh water and the Salish Sea's salt water meet. The estuary and surrounding uplands are ideal for migrating and local bird life to rest, feed, and nest. On behalf of our ancestors, elders, and all the Hwlitsum people, as custodians of our territory, we welcome all to share the natural beauty of the area we have called home since time immemorial.
This site gives us the chance to experience the mystery of migration. And Birds Canada is working hard to understand more about migration ecology. What have we learned about how migratory birds are using this place that we call Hwlhits'um or ts'ekw'unshun or Brunswick Point or largely Roberts Bank?
This area of Brunswick Point is globally significant to a range of bird species. It's a Western Hemisphere shorebird reserve network site in terms of the over 1 million shorebirds that rely on the site, and it's also a important bird area for the hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands, depending on the species you're looking at, geese and waterfowl that are overwintering here. We recently discovered the importance of the site for migratory shorebirds such as western sandpiper, which are stopping over here as part of their long-distance migration to feed on a substance known as biofilm. And within that biofilm is essential fatty acids, such as omega fatty acids that you would add to your diet as a supplement. These birds are relying on this fatty acid to power their long-distance migrations and making a really key site in the global context.
siiye'yu. Just want to raise my hands up to you today and to say I'm welcome to Hwlhits'um. I want to share a song with you today. This is what we call the welcome song. There we go. Ho 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 ho
My grandpa and Uncle Frank, we all had our places where they anchored before the opening across there. You know, Grandpa was in a wheelchair, so we'd wheel him down. He'd set in his steering wheel, and Uncle Rocky was a young, strapping young buck around 20, and I was like 12. And we all fished together. Granny. Yep. So this is what they call Brunswick Point now. We didn't call it Brunswick Point. We just called it the Brunswick. And this is Canoe Pass. When I went to the Aboriginal Leadership Development course, our teacher, Kirsten Mickelson, she's from UVic, and there was a part of the course, and we had to, they wanted us to submit our sacred place. And now as I reflect on it, this is my sacred place. Not only Canoe Pass, but like right here.
The Dunlin returned in early December and spoke to me in signs. Algorithms of blue, murmurations, fingerprints, wing tips canted in flight, blue peels and hieroglyphs, fleet. Theirs is an emergent property governed by separation, alignment, extension, and fear. There's a formula for complexity, and there are words in Hul'qumi'num. Muxtan I athən, tomoch o scəw. Everything on the earth is interconnected. The Fraser's silted tongue thickens with blooms of phytoplankton as it enters the Salish Sea. Milky blue-green, sweet and salt, sunlight and glass, sea arrow grass, tawny cotton grass, tule and common cattail, stth'e'qun, sachwal, grasses whispering. Hul'qumi'num Treaty, grass is singing. We returned in late spring, in the month of ripening, and took a boat through Canoe Pass to Lamulchi Bay on Penelakut to see where the gunboats had fired on Lamulchi, driving them east through Active Pass to Hwlits'um, where they became the swish of cutting reeds.
So I just want to acknowledge that we are here in the ceded land of the Hwlhits'um tribe. And where I'm from, just if you look over behind me, there's one of the mountains looks like a wave over the ocean. All the elders would say when you leave this tribe's land and you would like to go home, you just have to look for that one mountain, which we would call Tsawwassen. Now, on your way there, there's one or two or three other large islands, but I really want to highlight that the tribe that is here now on these lands is originally from the village at Hul'qumi'num.
Drone-acquired imagery can be processed in such a way as to generate centimeter-scale 3D models of mudflat topography. Amidst surging human activity and steep declines in migratory shorebirds along the Pacific Flyway, new tools and strategies are needed to help monitor the health of intertidal ecosystems and survival success of the species that rely on intertidal biofilms. Biofilms are high-energy fatty acid food sources that emerge from microbes, algae, and other microscopic life that lives in the mud at the shoreline. It is a primary fuel for high-endurance migration in birds.
The Fraser River Delta provides critical habitat for western sandpipers and dunlin migrating along the Pacific Flyway and is recognized as a site of hemispheric importance by the Western Hemisphere Shorebird Reserve Network.
So we're doing this project tracking dunlin because we want to know how they're moving around the Fraser Delta so that we can better understand what parts of the delta are important habitat for dunlin, and hopefully that information will be able to inform conservation strategies and conservation planning. Awesome. And yeah, so just being out here, seeing the birds and getting to interact with them so closely is really amazing and a real privilege that I'm very glad to be able to do.
So within our language, the Hul'qumi'num, we have a word for when something is, not really very good. When you're like, ew, or that's nasty, we say, ach, ach. And I just want to say, ach, look at this. Ach, look what they did over there. Beautiful place. Ach, tamo, ach, ee. Ach. There's our word for today, siiye'yu.